This news update is brought to you by
Grab somebody and tell them hello. Pure happiness will be connect to flow. Smile and cheer because that is we flow. Grab somebody and tell them hello. With your hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. This is how we flow, yeah. Grab somebody and tell them this is how we flow. Pure happiness will be connect to flow.
This is the Barbados Today evening news update for Friday, July 17th. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. Port officials are counting the cost of this week's industrial action. Customs officers are on strike today, protesting the distribution of option forms, asking employees to indicate their willingness to be transferred to the Barbados Revenue Authority. Their action today follows a go-slow earlier this week. Chief Executive Officer of Barbados Port Inc., David Jean-Marie, told Barbados Today no lumber was delivered from the shallow draft shed during the past week. He added that deliveries of containers have dropped from 20 per hour to 5. Jean-Marie says as a result of the industrial action, projects have also been hampered across the island. At the airport, there has been no reports of disruption of operations or of travel into and out of the island. That's according to the Corporate Communications Officer at Grantley Adams International Airport, Inc., Keith Goddard. Meanwhile, the National Union of Public Workers and the Unity Workers Union are encouraging the workers not to sign the option forms until the consultation process is completed. The unions are also protesting the government's failure to appoint temporary officers who have been acting in positions for over a year. They say it is a breach of the Constitution.
We are still in the process of negotiations. There are still outstanding issues to deal with supersession and appointments. And we are saying that it's distasteful, disrespectful, and a breach of good industrial relation practices to be forcing on reforms on workers, intimidating temporary workers to sign, telling them that they will have one job just soon, the authority will come to an end. We call these bullying tactics and we take offense to it. And we are saying that temporary officers have rights.
And the Unity Workers Union is also speaking out against the government's action.
My major concern today is the fact that government is using blackmail tactics to coerce officers to join the BRA. These officers are intended to be appointed in accordance with the Public Service Act. And since 2010, has refused to process any appointment for customs officers. If you keep them temporary, they're more easily manipulated. And in some instances, we have officers who are appointed at the lower level, acting in very senior positions, but sometimes 2, 3 grades higher than their substantive post. The blackmail is, if you don't accept our offer to join the BRA, then we will kick you all the way back down.
13 people are homeless this evening after fire destroyed one house and extensively damaged 2 others at Jordan's Land, St. Michael. The incident occurred just before noon. 8 children and their parents occupied one section of the larger house.
On arrival, one structure was fully engulfed. We were able to contain the fire to that structure. But the adjoining structure received some damage. So presently, it's that structure that's been completely destroyed, and the adjoining structure, we would say, extensively damaged.
Barbados and other Caribbean destinations are being advised to use social media as a major marketing tool. This comes from tourism consultant at the Singapore Tourism Board, Christopher Koo, this morning at a forum on the Singapore tourism experience. He says countries seeking to push their products must focus on reaping the benefits of social media.
Tourism marketing has evolved so much over the years. The impact of the internet is fantastic. With this intermediation, Web 2.0, I was saying that to a group of travel agents in Singapore last year. If you don't have a social media strategy, it's just like 15 years ago when you didn't have a website. You're at that stage where social media is so important. If you don't recognize that, you're going to start to miss the boat.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
in my hand, got it in my hand, yeah. My Barbados, my bank, got to understand, yeah. My Barbados, my bank, ain't nothing like a core bank spare. None of them others just can't compare. You just got to love that taste. It's the world-class thing this land makes. Whether I'm cruising or at a bar, whether I'm at home, my bank spare is never far. For this blessing, got to give God thanks. My Barbados, my bank.
Our valued partners for the BT Cropover Superstar Competition: Flow, Banks, the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., Izumi Media, and Liberty Store.
Caribbean education ministers are meeting in Guyana to focus on transforming the region's education system. St. Kitts Education Minister Sean Richards told his colleagues there are not enough incremental changes to the system to meet the needs of students in the digital age. He says there is need for improvement in the area of teacher preparation and continued professional development in leadership training and several other technical areas. Cuban President Raul Castro is calling for a new kind of relationship with the United States. Castro told the National Assembly that the U.S. embargo on Cuba must be lifted if normal relations are to resume. Havana and Washington are set to re-establish diplomatic ties on Monday for the first time in more than 50 years. Internationally, more than 60 people were killed in parts of northeastern Nigeria in 2 days of violence. 50 were killed while shopping for the Eid festival, which marks the end of Ramadan. And earlier today, 12 people were murdered at a prayer ground. More in this report from the BBC.
It was early in the morning, and these people had tried to go to the prayer ground where they want to pray in celebration of the 30-day-old Ramadan fast. And then when they were queuing up to be screened, that was when the attack happened. One of the bombers detonated a device around her and killed some people. Minutes later, another suicide bomber detonated a device tied around her, and they killed several people.
That's the evening news. For more news, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. You can subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Line TV or Mix 96.9 FM. I am Maricla Williams. Good evening.
Our valued partners for the BT Cropover Superstar Competition: Flow, Banks, the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., Izumi Media, and Liberty Store.